These right here are Soundcore's newest earbuds called Liberty 4NC, a pair of under $100 earbuds that claim to have the best noise cancellation out there, well, even better than those of the AirPods Pro 2. Okay, and these are also Soundcore's first pair of earbuds that actually promise what they advertise. At least, well, 98.5% of the story is kinda true. So without further ado, let's find out if these are the best earbuds currently available in its price category, or if it's just another pair of empty promises, like so many times before with Soundcore. And just as a reminder, I was sent 2 pairs of earbuds a couple of days before launch by Soundcore for testing and reviewing purpose, the black version and as well the light blue variant. And since then these have been my daily drivers ever since. After 5 days of using them for everything, I can say, well, the Liberty 4NC are all about making trade-offs, and you will soon see what I mean by that. They come in at a sub $100 level, but while listening for the first couple of times, I was actually quite impressed with the clarity and soundstage these are able to produce. These are very much balanced, exactly how I like my music to hear when it comes to earbuds. And the rest of the features are also something, yeah, I wouldn't have actually expected from a sub $100 earbud. But speaking of trade-offs, let's begin where it all begins, the design. If you're also interested in purchasing a pair of these earbuds yourself after the review, feel free to use my affiliate links in the description below. This gives me a small incentive without you having to pay anything extra. Thanks for the consideration, let's get going with the review. The Soundcore Liberty 4NC had to make some compromises when it comes to design. And yeah, I'm actually glad Soundcore chose to make it there and not so much, well, anywhere else. Getting them out of their all-natural paper box, which in my opinion is a very big plus. You're greeted with 8 different ear tips for all shapes and sizes, as well as a USB-C charging cable and some paperwork. The buds themselves are housed in a newly designed shell that features an interesting double function mechanism. But first, the plastic housing itself. It's very cheap. At least that's the feeling when holding them. And this goes for the buds as well. They are very glossy all over. No mix of different materials, no simple playfulness like with other budget-oriented buds. Well, just some gloss smothered all over it. But that's something I expect nowadays from a budget-friendly earbud, and it's a good choice in my opinion. This conscious design decision for cheaper materials makes room for more features to be packed in, and that is something that the customer in the end praises more than better looks. Coming back to the case once more, the single button with 2 functions that I mentioned is my favorite element of the whole case. It's a clever idea to fuse the opening click mechanism with a battery status LED into one single element. Yes, the case is a bit bigger than usual, but in my opinion, bigger equals more battery runtime in most cases, so I'm happy with a few inches here and there. Speaking of battery life, Soundcore added quite a bit on top. Without ANC on, we are now at 10 hours continuous listening time at 50% volume. With ANC on, we'll still have roughly 7 hours, maybe a bit more. This, and you are going to hear that a couple more times in this review, for a budget earbud is very impressive. Next up, let's go to the huge feature list, which in itself is also a great accomplishment when it comes to earbuds catered to the sub $100 crowd. Let's begin with the, well, most boring and arguably the worst feature of the buds. It's not worst, but it's the worst. They are IPX4 waterproof, meaning you are protected from splashing water no matter the direction. So jogging in light rain is possible, but nothing more. And this also means that they are not dustproof. So jogging on the beach or playing with you or someone else's kid, I don't know, in the sandbox while wearing these buds is a no-go. Playing with other kids is a no-go. Well, next feature on this list is something I did not expect to see, but I'm glad that they included it. And that is actually multi-point connections. This worked flawlessly with both my iPhones as well as my MacBook Pro. Switching between them felt very natural. Also on this feature list is wireless charging for the case, something I begin to expect in all earbuds under $70 and up, and Soundcore makes this work flawlessly as well. This also goes for a fast charging function which returns 4 hours of playback into your earbuds with a single 10-minute charge. But that's not all the features there are, we still have a lot more things to discuss. Such as having the newest and fastest Bluetooth connection, which is 5.3, as well as all the codecs you expect from a premium earbud costing $150 plus. We're talking LDAC for Android users, making this a high-res certified earbud. But wait, there is more. Something I definitely did not expect, since this is mostly the feature that actually gets axed by other manufacturers first, is in-ear detection. Something I really enjoy, picking them up, having the buds turn on or off your source of audio whenever you need, being able to speak to other people without music in your ears, hassle-free in that case, is just great. And it's a great battery saver as well. And Soundcore did not stop there. We also got the newest version of the personalized sound profile injection thingy. They call it HearID, and in this case 2.0. How many earbuds do you personally know that feature a custom, tailored to you sound profile testing feature that costs less than $100? You're thinking about the same number, I guess, as I do. 0. Yeah, I still don't like the profile. It thinks sounds best with my kind of ear shape, but this is just a personal preference. And I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who really enjoy what they get as their personal HearID, probably 98.5% of people. And we also have a low latency game mode, a sleep time integration, and a real-time decibel display inside the app. Okay, are we done yet? Yeah? Okay, good. I guess it's time to leave the features block behind us and go for the major points on my list that are worth being discussed, such as the sound quality and the driver used. In this case, the Liberty 4NC uses a single driver, sporting an 11mm radius. Most of Soundcore's higher-end models sport a dual or even a triple driver to get more clarity from each spectrum of the earbuds, namely the highs, the mids and the lows. The most obvious comparison would be with its predecessor, the Liberty 4, which uses a dual driver, and in my test we can definitely hear a difference in the highs, which aren't as clear and well defined in the NC version. On the other hand, the mids and lows are pretty good in achieving a full and balanced soundstage. Even the sub-bass part of music is present and, well, inviting. Overall, the Liberty 4 are the better buds when it comes to sound, but to be honest, the NC would be the buds I choose anyways. I'm pretty sure that also 98.5% of people would not hear a difference when listening to both buds at the same time, and if they would hear a difference, I guess they wouldn't care and go for the cheaper alternative anyways. Speaking of alternatives, the Liberty 4NC claimed to be the best damn thing in terms of noise cancellation since the introduction of bread that can actually be sliced and put into your ears. They claim to have the best price to performance ratio, and they are on the same level as the AirPods Pro 2. And if you are irritated somehow by my constant claimage of 98.5% of whatever and anything in this review, this is the number Soundcore puts front and center as a percentage value that the NC earbuds actually can reduce. And yeah, I don't know either what that means. I have no clue about it. But let's be clear, these are definitely better than the Liberty 4. And these are also much better than what the Liberty 3 Pro did. And they're also better than any other earbud I tested in the last 2 years in the sub $100 market when it comes to noise cancellation. I don't like saying that, but they redefine what you can expect in terms of noise cancellation in a budget earbud. But as always, Soundcore is pushing ridiculous claims and numbers that sound great when you're looking for something new. But when you're experiencing it, they mostly don't hold up. Especially not with buds that are 4 times as expensive as these ones right here. Yeah, I'm talking Apple's AirPods Pro 2 or the Sony high-end ones or even Bose's new models. But they don't have to be compared actually. These are plenty of good on their own. Actually, better than good. They kill quite a lot of mids and deep sounds. And to my surprise, the Auto NC functionality works great as well, especially for dampening out voices directly near you. So these are a budget-friendly alternative for all your office workers out there being stressed by a constant bombardment of voices and phone calls near you, if your phone actually has a very, very deep ringtone. But I should not forget to mention, there's also a transparency mode. It's shit. It's really shitty. I don't like it and it sounds very unnatural and weird. Maybe or hopefully there is an update in the future that actually fixes this. And there's another thing that Soundcore does not do very well, and I haven't experienced the good version yet, which is spatial audio or 3D sound, whatever it is called here. It's still as bad and unnatural as 2 years ago, so I won't bother to talk about it anymore until it is either discarded completely or made substantially more useful and better. By the way, speaking of substantial improvements, phone calls should potentially sound better on the Liberty 4NC due to its 6 microphones in total around the earbuds. So how does this little sound test actually sound? Is it good? Is it bad? No, Martha, you should have sold all of my stocks weeks ago. I wanted to buy a super yacht named Arkinoa before the whole world could collapse in total chaos. What do you mean there's no budget left? I don't get it. So what's my verdict on these earbuds from Soundcore? 5 different colors, a whole bucket full of features that I would not have expected in a budget earbud. Yeah, no, good sound quality that makes it fun to listen to a multitude of different genres of music. And ANC that is working its ass off to outclass every other earbud in the sub $100 genre. And it even outshines some earbuds in the $150 price range. Pretty impressive, right? What would you think will be my verdict? Go get them. I more often than not picked these earbuds in the last couple of days over any other buds I had, just because these are nicer to wear and are very much the definition of affordable, great earbuds. The only thing I'd really love to see would be a feature to wear both colors at the same time. When you have more than one earbud of the same kind, this would be really nice. So blue one, black one. This could be a new fun feature. Hopefully Soundcore or someone else is implementing that. But anyways, thanks for watching. As always, my name is Leech and I'm off writing the next scripts. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel. There are plenty more of this type of content. And of course, many other things available for you to watch. Have a great day, see you around, and goodbye.